Hey, I'm Clint with Pour Your Poison. I'm here in my kitchen, and I'm going to teach you how to make a twist off of a hot buttered rum. Basically, it's a little twist off of a traditional. We're making it with cider instead of water. Just gives it a little more body, a little more richness. Really good and sweet. And then we're using cinnamon. We have allspice, and we have clove. Brown sugar. We're substituting maple syrup because we're using a maple-infused rum from Great Lakes Distillery. So this is really going to enhance that maple flavor. And then we're using unsalted butter. Okay? Now that that's said, we're going to get started. You're basically going to take your water or your cider, throw it on the stove, heat it up. You don't necessarily have to measure this, but you're looking at about 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup per drink. And I'm making 3 drinks for myself and the gentleman who you can't see. We're going to bring this to a boil. Set this to the side. So basically, brown sugar is going to be the sweetening agent, but we're going to cut that in half. Usually per drink. Like I said, this is a fun drink to make at home because you don't really have to measure what's happening. So it's going to be about 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, and then we're going to add a little bit of maple syrup just to add some body to it, because my problem with hot toddies and buttered rum, when you make them, they tend to be a little on the thin side. You're using water, which is why I like to substitute the cider and the maple syrup or honey in other cocktails. So this really thickens it up a little bit. And to throw it off kilter, we're going to add a little homemade whipped cream on top. So while that's boiling, we are going to take some heavy whipping cream. We're going to throw it in a bowl. All right, so our cider has now come to a boil. We reduce the heat a little bit. It's really releasing a lot of aroma. It smells great. So we're going to kill it. And we are going to take our glasses. And instead of me spilling this all over the place, I'm going to put this into a liquid measuring cup and add it to the glasses that way. So whatever you have at home, you can make it work. We're going to fill these just above half. Now we are going to add all of the spices, but in this case you want to start with the butter. The butter needs to melt a little bit, so we're going to add 1 pat of butter. Doesn't have to be too much. I mean, it looks like a lot, and this is definitely not a healthy drink, but nor is Thanksgiving. So we're going to plop that right in there. Make sure the butter is unsalted, because if it's salted, this drink will not turn out. It'll taste funny. So we're going to add a small tablespoon of brown sugar. We're going to add a pinch of cinnamon in each. Not too much. You don't want to overspice this, but if you want to add more when it's done, feel free. Now we have clove as well. Ground clove, really spicy, so add even less of the ground clove. Allspice. You can use nutmeg, you can use allspice. Allspice has a little more flavor. All right, and here's our maple syrup. We're going to add just a 1/2 tablespoon of maple syrup. Now we're going to take our spoons. We're going to stir this up. You can see the butter has dissolved already. You want to stir this for about 10 seconds. Get everything nice and blended. And again, this is a great, easy cocktail to do when you're hanging out with family. Everyone's full from Thanksgiving dinner. Now, we're going to add the booze. We're going to go about 1.5 ounces in this cocktail. Okay, we're going to give this one more stir. And now we're going to throw some homemade whipped cream on top. This is just to add a different dimension. You don't have to put the cream on it. We're going to take 1 scoop, 2 scoops, 3 scoops. Enjoy it. Try the recipe. Send me ideas of your own. Send me pictures. Let us know what you think. And you can find us on pouryourpoison.com, Pour Your Poison Facebook. And we'll be back. Enjoy Thanksgiving. Gentlemen.